Today, I'll be ranking all 96 Mario Kart 8 tracks. Number 96, Blue Lake. One thing I can say about the Blue Lake is it sure has a lake, and there sure is wood. This track design is very boring to me. It barely represents anything I like about Boo. And it's not even scary or haunted housey. Like, this could have been the worst track they could pick to represent the GBA. I do not like this track. I'd rather have, like, any other track. The Volcano one, any other one. I don't like the wood, I don't like the design, I don't like the layout of the track. Everything about this track is boring. Okay, number 95. Koopa Cape. One main thing I do not like about this track is that they changed way too much things from Mario Kart Wii for me to enjoy it. I feel like the waterfall in this area is too slow. I feel like the jump designs are bad. Like, those used to be good designed wood. Now they're just basic things. I feel that the tour vision of all of it really hurt it. I feel like not going through a tube. I was going through a tube last time I went through this underground area. All I'm going through now is stupid water, and there's no lightning to dodge, and it's boring. Number 94, Sherbet Land. Out of all the ice worlds, this one is the worst. It's slippery, you go underwater sometimes to try to find secrets, but except for that, everything just feels just boring. Unlike the other Sherbet Land, you're not dodging penguins in this one. You're not even going to get frozen from the ice for a short period of time. There's like really nothing here that even excites me a little bit. I say this is one of the worst ice tracks made in Mario Kart for Mario Kart 8. There is not a doubt in my mind. Okay, let's move on to number 93. Paris Promenade. This is the first this is the first city track on this list. For a city track, it's pretty boring. Every other city track, there are 3 different layouts that the game take. All the layouts in Paris Promenade go under the Eiffel Tower. As like the Eiffel Tower was the only idea they had for Paris Promenade. It is either a very bad representation of Paris, a very bad level altogether. Okay, next one. Number 92. Merry Mountain. What a disappointing level. Like, if it was based on just the themes alone, I wouldn't be preferring it. But it is the most roundish ice level in the game. It has only one cool feature, and you can't even see what it is in the correct angle. The train in the 3rd lap goes past it. It just It is not merry, and it is definitely not a mountain. This little town doesn't have anything going for it, in my opinion, minus the train. That's why it's higher than the other ice levels that I put here. Okay. Number 91. Mario Circuit 3. What can I say about Mario Circuit 3? It is one of the most basic tracks. No matter which Mario Circuit you put in the game, it's still from the worst Mario Kart game. It barely has anything of note. I don't even know if it's fun. It has no fun jump. It has no fun layout. It has only one boost. I'm already done talking about it. I'm ready for number 90. Donut Plains 3. Another NES one that does absolutely nothing with the track design. It just has a little bit of underwater section, which makes it a little bit better than Mario Circuit 3, in my opinion. With that one change, it does boost it up above Mario Circuit 3. But if it wasn't for that, this would also be a dirty, disgusting track that's very boring and barely does anything. Except for a small underwater section that does boost it up to where it is. Number 89. Cheap Beach. This track is the most basic one they could pick from Mario Kart DS. It has cool underwater section. And it goes through a jungly area. It has multiple environments. But it's still basic beach level. It's so basic that I barely have anything to talk about. Like, the palm trees look nice. But I would rather have Peach Beach or any other beach level. There are better beach levels in the Mario Kart games, but this is the only one they add to Mario Kart. Okay, number 88. Rosalina's Ice World. What can I say? You put the Rosalina's Observatory smack in an ice planet and have the most slippery controls of anything. If the observatory wasn't here and the beautiful underwater section wasn't here, it would be lower than every other track on here, even Boo Lake. But because the observatory's here and it does have good things for it, I'm not doing very well. Someone maybe liking this ice level, but there's nothing I personally like about it. Time to move on to the next one. Number 87. Ice Outpost. Only ice for old one. No ice. Maybe. except for a few icy jumps. This one, you don't even go underwater, but it had a good concept that they really approve on another track higher on this list. But I wish they did more with Ice Outpost. It just feels like a very boring track. Being in an ice cave doesn't make it better. Having the ice jumps don't make it better. Number 86. Snowland. This could have been a good track if it wasn't following the layout of Mario Circuit 3. It's Snow and Donuts Plane 3. It just is the exact same layout. It has a good ice thing. It actually has penguins, which is boosting it up to where it is. But there's nothing about it that I like. But it is a better track than Snowland on the GBA, so it deserves the spot that it is at. I just wish ice tracks weren't so slippery or had the same design as Mario Circuit 3. Well, number 85.
I gotta save that for the next
Mario
time.
Circuit GBA. Okay, this one does have a cute anti-gravity thing. It is completely different from Mario Circuit 3. It has a cool jump, but it's still a basic Mario Circuit track. Just not the best, not the worst. There's not much I can explain to you guys. It's just a good Mario Circuit track. Okay, on to the next one.
Come on.
Number 84. Ninja Hideaway. This is my own personal pet peeve of a track. It just has way too much things for me to pay attention to be able to get past. I'm always constantly ramming into walls. I have no clue where I'm supposed to be going. And it's very Wall-E. It has a good music, which is putting it up above all the other tracks. But I'm just always falling, always hitting walls. And I'm actually good enough to be able to play every Rainbow Road perfectly. But this one, I just can't get anywhere without falling, which really annoys me. That's why I put it here. Well, on to number 83. Mario Circuit. This is a pretty good Mario Circuit, but it ain't the best. It has a lot of anti-gravity sections. It has a lot of things and bridges and stuff. It's a good Mario Circuit. It's just, that's all it is a Mario Circuit. There's not much else you can say about it. So I'm not. Number 82. Moo Moo Meadows. It's the Mario Kart Wii edition of Moo Moo Meadows. That's at least a better track than what they could have done. Pick N64 Moo Moo Meadows. That one didn't even have a cow. I say this track is really good just for having a cow in it. Can you name another track in Mario Kart 8 with a cow in it? Nope. Okay. That is the reason why it is where it is in the ranking. Pretty much, I really like the Muddy Suspect and the cow. Okay. On to the next one. Number 81. Dry, Dry Desert. Isn't this the first desert track on the list? Yes, it is. And it is one of the most boring. Like, it has a cool underwater section. But look at it. There's not much here. No real stuff to make it interesting. There are pyramids in the background. We're definitely in a desert. But I think they took away any charm it had on the GameCube. I don't even think there's a giant piranha in the middle. And you felt like you fell more in it on the GameCube version. Okay. Number 80. New York Minute. What a short, abysmally short track. New York Minute is cramped. It barely has anything that reminds me of New York. And it's just so small. It has a couple of good jumps. It really tries to be a minute-long track with barely anything for me to say. Yeah, it goes into a whole bunch of areas, but you barely see them. What's the point of them? What's the point of this red carpet? Bam, it's gone. Number 79.
Let's try out this car.
Mario Kart Stadium. This is way better than Mario Circuit. It actually has a bunch of little things going everywhere, and it's a celebration of Mario Kart with all of the fireworks going around. And look, it's actually a lot of movement and a lot of dramatic things. It has anti-gravity sections. It's just a good introduction to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. There are worse tracks than this one, and there are better tracks than this one. Number 78. Out of all the ovals, this one is the boringest. But it's better than a lot of other tracks. Just because it has a really good trick system. It allows you to trick and trick and trick and trick and trick. If this track was on a game without a trick system, it wouldn't be as fun. But it's just so many. Making the track really good. I don't I don't know if this is true, if the layout changes every time you play it. That would make it even better. But as it is the most exciting you can have while tricking. But it is the most boring oval. Number 77. The second city track on this list. Amsterdam Turf. It's just boring to look at Amsterdam. It has one beautiful section at the end with a multitude of flowers. But except for that, driving through Amsterdam is very boring. Just, there's nothing really to look at. It goes above Paris Promenade for having an underwater section. But except for that, there's not really any reason to go back to Amsterdam. Number 76. Dolphin Strolls. Another base Mario Kart track. A lot of fun underwater sections, and it's very creative. Too bad there are no dolphins, or it would levitate it a little bit higher in the ranking. That's just so far.
Man,
It's just a cool track to go to sometimes, maybe. It's just, I don't want to be a dolphin. I want there to actually be dolphins and dolphin strolls. With that is why the ranking is ranked so low. Number 75. Animal Crossing. I feel like they did the bare minimum to be able to show that this was an Animal Crossing track. You pop a balloon, you go through the beach area of a small town. It's very basic feeling. This is probably the only Animal Crossing, the only good Animal Crossing thing on the Wii U, but now that it's on the Switch, there is so much more things. But with Animal Crossing, it's very basic stuff here. Good that it's here, but it's basic. Not really much I can say. Not much else I can say. Number 74. Toad Harbor. I'm just glad this wasn't a city track. We're gonna have a stupid name. Toad Harbor is a pretty good track. All considered, it has two upper areas and lower areas. It's just its design is going to be reused throughout. The design concepts are going to be reused in lots of the Mario Kart. But it does have some anti-gravity sections. And it's just a really good track. It's just basic. That's why it's this low. Number 73. Mute City. Man, I wish I would like Mute City, but it's just Mute City from F-Zero. It has a lot of good anti-gravity ideas, but it just makes me want a new F-Zero game and doesn't make me want to play this F-Zero track. It's been so long since we had a proper F-Zero game that I don't even think there's going to be one. But at least we got a good representation of there was also F-Zero 99. Never mind, they might bring back another F-Zero game. That makes me a bit happier. Number 72. Toad's Turnpike. Oh look, a figure 8, but this time you skip all the parts that made the track fun in N64. Dodging the cars. And they were big cars too. Too bad you skip a lot of it. Doesn't even feel like Toad's Turnpike anymore. Feels like anti-gravity circle. Very boring track, but it does get boosted with the anti-gravity. And if you don't go through the A part. Number 71. Shy Guy Falls. Shy Guy Falls. This track really, it's just a good track. But it only has like one gimmick. You ride up a waterfall. Like, this is the best part of the track. Everything else is unrememberable. And I don't even see the Shy Guys. Like, you could go on this upper area. But for a place called Shy Guy Falls, and I don't even see the Shy Guys, disappointing. If it wasn't for that you go up a waterfall, it would probably be lower on this list. Number 70. Bone Dry Dunes. This sure is a disappointing desert level. It's not as bad as Dry Desert. It does have anti-gravity section. But it does the same trick as Shy Guy Falls, just dry. Oh look, dry bones. Okay, this puts it above, because it does have dryness and dunes. So this does belong above Shy Guy Falls. But with that out of the way, there's not much I can say about this track. Other than it's another desert track. With some anti-gravity section and dry bones. Number 69. Dragon Driftway. Is this it? Is it just you going anti-gravity on a dragon? It could be more fun. I don't think there's anything else fun about it. It's literally just a dragon. They could have done something with it. Some waterfall, some water section, something. Anything to spice it just being a dragon. No spice. Just boring. That is why it is placed where it is. If it wasn't for it being fully anti-gravity, it might have been lower. Number 68. SNES Rainbow Road. This one improves on the designs of its basic, it being Mario Circuit 3 again, by adding big fat thwomps, split decisions, and a rainbowy design. Pretty much, this one goes up for being the first Rainbow Road and for able to have some sort of track system. And it's actually pretty to look at. But except for that, it's still a basic track. I wouldn't put it any higher. A 67. Sunset Wilds. Wow, what a disappointment. It was way better on the GBA. It does have a cool mud section. And it does have the Shy Guys. But they don't grab onto you and attack you and slow you down. The sun doesn't set, it just stays as a potential purposeless motion. It takes away all the charm of the GBA version and spits it in your face. It doesn't add anything, and it takes away stuff. Why are the Shy Guys not jumping on my face when I hit them? Number 66. Bangkok Rush. To be honest, it's hard to remember which city track is which city track. I had to constantly be looking back. This one is definitely not fun. It does look like whatever Bangkok should look like, though. It's sprawling. It looks good. It looks good for a tour track, but it ain't a Mario Kart 8 track. They could have added an underwater section or something to differentiate it from everything else. But they do add a little bit of flying sections here and there, so I can give it number 65. The disappointing track in the Spiny Cup. Madrid Drive. Well, you're definitely driving through Madrid. And there's a sleeping character, but there's nothing exciting. There's just, they're trying way too many stuff. Trying to be something. Like, all these could have been their own concept, but it's just too much. You go through each thing very, very fast. And at the end, you go through a soccer field, but it's just Goombas kicking, and you barely see it. You're going way too fast to be able to notice anything that's exciting. Number 64. Tokyo Blur. What can I say about Tokyo Blur? It was disappointing. You go through a track that's supposed to represent Tokyo, and you're mostly just driving through the city and seeing some details in the background. It's boring looking. There's no anti-gravity section that I remember. And You're just driving in Tokyo. What's so important about this bridge that we have to go over 3 times? What's important about this? What's important about that? It has the opposite of the problem than Madrid Drive. Okay, moving on to number 63. Piranha Plant Slide. So this is where Koopa Cape would have been placed if it was exactly like Mario Kart Wii. It actually has a good waterfall, good pipe-like design, but doesn't have the lightning thing that I like from Wii. It does have a little good water section, it has good stuff, but it's just hard to see. I don't have no clue where I'm going half the time. And it's all fake looking too. There's nowhere else I would put it. Maybe if I had more piranha plants, I would put it higher. It's number 62.
That
Los
feels
Angeles
much better.
Rams.
I don't know why.
Okay, this one's actually doing something original, but it's just ugly Los Angeles. It's pretty much a good beach level, and that's it. I wish there was something more I can say about Los Angeles laps, but it's ugly. Out of all the cities in California, they have to pick one that's actually ugly. Why couldn't they do Hollywood, California, where the Hollywood sign? I don't know. Well, that makes me want a Mario baseball. Someone at Nintendo should be working on that. Either for the Switch or the Switch 2. Okay, on to the next one. Number 61. Toad Circuit. What, you want me to say anything about this? It's Toad Circuit. It's the most basic track they could have picked for 3DS. From 3DS. And they chose Toad Circuit. Yeah, it has a good flying section. And it does it predominantly show Toad. But Toad doesn't really have any good tracks in Mario Kart 8, I must say. Yep, it's Toad. And it is a circuit. Oh look, it's Toad. And it's a circuit. I don't know what all the fuss is about. It's literally just Toad. And it's a circuit. Number 60. Water Park. Now, let's see if we take Toad Circuit and actually make it fun. Water Park is that fun. It has a bunch of water, which I love, and a bunch of park, which I also like.
200cc.
It also has a flying section and anti-gravity section. What not to love? Well, it's basic in design. It's not fun to look at, but it is at least better than Toad Circuit.
Lap 3. On lap 3. Okay, let's turn here.
And it definitely is a water park.
Up here. And turn here.
Number 59. Daisy's Cruiser. This was way more planned out and fun in Mario Kart Double Dash, I have to say. But there is a lot of good things about this version. There's underwater sections. And it just feels better to trick off it sometimes. Also, instead of empty tables, there are people eating on the cruise ship. It actually feels like a cruise ship. Daisy's cruise are definitely approved and disapproved some parts. It feels different. Oh, and it doesn't have those, I know, it doesn't have those floating lifeguard vests. That's what makes it feel different and puts it in its place. Number 58. London Loop. I really confused this one with a better track later on the line. But except for that, London Loop has a bunch of good things about being London. It has the good London-y atmosphere. And it shows off a bunch of things from London. And it adds something other than just being a basic city track. It has chain chomps everywhere. Like, the chain chomps were take over the city type chain chomps. It's actually pretty cool and exciting. Number 57. Royal Raceway. The first N64 track that I think I have listed. Let me check the notes. Yep. This is the very first N64 track listed. It's actually pretty good. Most N64 tracks are actually pretty good. I love what they did with the cherry trees. I also love that it has a big jump. The one thing that would make it higher on this list, if they brought back the secret entrance to be able to go to Peach's Castle. But since no Mario Kart track wants to bring that back, I'm placing it where it is. A really good track with a really good jump. Number 56. Rock Mountain. Man, what a downgrade. Rock Mountain on 3DS is actually a really good track, and they definitely wanted to put it in here, but they didn't. That track, Rock Mountain, mostly shows off the flying mechanics. Most of the time you're flying, but I feel like they added something to it to feel less fun. It was way better in Mario Kart 7, I must say. But for what it is a good poor placement of Mario Kart 7 Rock Mountain. Number 55. Daisy Circuit. Man, I'm literally only pointing Daisy Circuit for this one jump, aren't I? I really love that jump. It's just everything about it, the statues, the layouts, the new boosts at the end, near the end. It's just a very pretty, not city track. It doesn't have this tour feeling. It just looks good, and everything about it feels good. I love this jump, by the way, every single time. Every single time. There's not much else I can say. Number 54. Mario Circuit DS. This is the final Mario Circuit on my list. This is the best one. It has the right amount of turns. It even has a thing from Tor that they brought back. It has piranha plants shooting fire at you, and a wiggler that comes out on the third lap trying to crush you. There's just so many good things for a track only going around Peach's castle. I just really like it. There's not much I can say that I dislike it. Number 53. Sky Garden. It's not as good as Sky Garden on the GBA, but it is still a good track. If it was as good as Sky Garden on GBA, then it would probably be as good as some of the best tracks on here. But as it stands, it is still a good track, despite anything I might say. It reminds me of it does remind me of a better track that is in Mario Kart 8, which I would be discussing later down the list.
Excellent. One more track to go.
Number 52. Moonview Highway. What a view. What a moon. It would be a lot higher on the list if it wasn't for so many tour tracks clamoring for the city aesthetic. It is still better than Daisy's Cruiser city aesthetic. And it does have a fun jump, but I always forget where it is. It could have added a fly section here or there, or an underwater section here or there, or an anti-gravity section here or there. But for what it is, it's actually a really good track. It's just nothing special than Moonview Highway. Number 51. Riverside Park. What an upgrade! Way better than Riverside Park on the GBA. Like, I don't even recognize it. It has the patooties. It has a waterfall. And it's just a really fun track, even at 200cc. I really like the track design. I really like the waterfall. And I love the patooties. I love everything about this track. It just has no interesting design besides the design that I'm talked about. Number 50. Rome Avanti. This is actually a really good track. It's just that it's way too long. Like, it's over 3 minutes long. It's just that it's so long that you feel the length of it. You understand? And there's nothing to make it interesting, to make me want to continue playing it. It's a slog to get through.
Man, I wish I could just switch the items I have around.
If it was interesting in any way. Put it high. 49. Berlin Byways. This is actually a good track. It intermingles the enemies of the Mushroom Kingdom into a pretty good understanding of whatever Berlin is. It's just a really good track with a really good concept. I like the jumps, I like the flying sections. There ain't no anti-gravity sections, but everything about this track is really good. Number 48. Shroom Ridge. What can I say about Shroom Ridge? It is literally driving on a mountain, going past cars, and they bring back everything from the Mario Kart DS iteration. It has a good jumping system, and it's just dodging cars in the city. You can even say that it was trying to not be a city track, but actually be a really good mountain track with a lot of good ideas and jumps, making it
really good.
deserving of its spot of the one place before all the good tracks. Number 47. Cloud Top Cruiser. Every track from now on is a good track. Just ranking all of them. From here on out, I have nothing good, nothing bad or to say about any of them. The only thing is that the lightning in this track, it doesn't shrink you. Like, I really miss that feature from Mario Kart Wii. But it is a way better version of
I really like the music here.
Sky Garden. Just having the aesthetics and driving on a pirate ship and going through clouds, it actually feels like you're in the sky. Number 46. Waluigi Stadium. Man, every Waluigi and Wario track is within the top 48. There's nothing I can say that makes me feel this way. It is not as good as the GameCube version, but it's not as bad as the GameCube version. It has all of its problems and all of its not problems, and it has a few anti-gravity sections. It's just a really good track with a lot of good jumps and a lot of good everything. Everything that I want from the GameCube one. Number 45. Twisted Mansion. Man, talk about a good use of water sections and anti-gravity sections. Everything about Twisted Mansion makes me wish they brought back Luigi's Mansion DS. everything about this track. The aesthetics, the upside down, the inside out. You don't know which way you are. It is the best example so far of a Boo-like track. It has all the aesthetics that you would want on a Haunted Mansion track. It just makes me wish for something better, so it can't be any higher. Number 44. Thwomp's Ruins. Man, this definitely makes me feel like it's a DK track, but centered around the Thwomps instead of DK. It has a lot of good Thwomp placements. It has a lot of good anti-gravity sections, and if you want, it even has a little bit of water sections. If it wasn't for it making me want to be a DK track, this would probably be higher than the one that I'm placing above this one. It's just a really pleasing track, and there's not much I can say about it, except for this cool jump. Number 43. DK Jungle. Like I said about Thwomp Ruins, it would be a better track if it was DK based. I love this DK design of the track. I love that it's based off Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's just so much fun going through a giant track with a giant banana in the middle. It was really good on 3DS, and it's really good here. Everything about it is aesthetically pleasing to the eye and evokes DK. Donkey Kong. Number 42. Rainbow Road. I know a lot of people would be disappointed that the Rainbow Road is even this low on the track. But out of the 5 Rainbow Roads, this is definitely number 4 on my list. It just doesn't have the charm of a Rainbow Road. It takes away that charm to be a space station. And it's not even a good space station. It has good jumps here and there, and if you're bad at the game, you'll fall off a lot. But except for that, there's just not a Rainbow Road kind of feeling. Every other Rainbow Road provokes that feeling. This one does not. That's why I'm placing it here. Number 41. Electrodome. Man, this track has all the aesthetics of a giant rave party like thing. It has anti-gravity section. You're going around in a dome, and it's so amazing track. But there's just one track in this game that does this exact same aesthetic better. And that is the only main reason why it's so low. It just wasn't the first one in this game that does this type of track. If it wasn't for that, it would be a lot higher. Number 40. Sweet, Sweet Canyon. Man, I love Sweet, Sweet Canyon. It's a baseline track that actually gets pretty good and has some of the better ideas that was left out of Ice Ice Outpost. The splitting tracks idea. It's just a really good track. There's not much you can say about how good it is. Just keep saying it's sweet and delicious. Like ice cream. The aesthetics is pleasing and everything about it is really good. It's just not better than other tracks in this game. That's why I placed it here. Number 39. Super Bell Subway. Talk about an idea not wasted one bit. It's like, it has bells, it has subways. It's just not the best idea. You know what would have been better? Riding in a desert on a train. Something else than a subway. Even a plane is better than this one. Which reminds me of the next entry. But we're not at that one, we're at this one. This track is just really hard for no good reason. I don't know what it's about. But number 38 solves all that. Sunshine Airport. Oh my goodness. Talk about a glow up of a track. This track just oozes and awes with so much airporty goodness. It's like, is it here? Is it there? You're up in the air. It has an anti-gravity system. It just, and the plane drives right above you every lap. It's just, so good. If it wasn't so basic, it would be way higher. But everything about it feels like you're driving on an airport. So good. Number 37. N64 Rainbow Road. Definitely an improvement of how big and long N64 Rainbow Road improves on things that I want it to improve on. But its 3-lap course-like design just doesn't leave anything to the eye thing, and it takes away the big jump.
Never mind.
It has its own jumps, yeah, but it doesn't have the big jump. So I just can't put it
48.
decently
Still wins.
any higher. It's just done way too fast. Number 36. Cocoa Mountain. Talk about a perfection of a track. They didn't need to change a thing. Yet they made it a lot. They added a cave section and a jump, making it even more aesthetically pleasing. Keeping the rocks falling and make the harness of that track. Keeping everything that I loved about this track. And taking away the one thing I didn't. Everything about this track is perfection. On the N64, that is. That's why it's placed this low. Number 35. Grumble Volcano. Man, isn't it aesthetically unpleasing? But it's still Wii's Grumble Volcano. It has a bunch of new types of jumps. A bunch of things that make it fun. You're literally near a whole bunch of giant active volcanoes who are shooting rocks and fire at you. It is a really good track that is constantly breaking apart and making the track even harder. There is nothing I dislike about this track. It just doesn't do anything more. That is why I'm placing it where it is. Number 34. Yoshi Circuit. What can I say about Yoshi Circuit? It's literally a track the shape of Yoshi. It has the designs, aesthetics of Yoshi. Yes, they took away the Yoshi copter and the secret falling through. But even in Double Dash, I couldn't get into that hole. And it was never faster. But the waterfall jump, the beautiful aesthetics. You're driving on a Yoshi? There's only a couple things that would make this track even better. Anti-gravity section. A cool jump. An underwater section. Those things would make the track better. But this is just a really good track. Number 33. Sky High Sunday. Man, what a good track. It takes the track idea from Sweet Sweet Canyon and pumps it up to 11. Ice creams, candy, shower me with goodness. The entire track is anti-gravity. It has a flying section. It has so many good things about it. I love this track. Too bad it's a circle. Yep. This is the second circle track. If it wasn't a circle, this would be higher on the list. But it can't be higher than the best circle track in the game. So that is why it's this low. Number 32. The best circle track in the game. You know what makes a good circle track? It being a circle. You're able to throw items from any side of the track. Everything going everywhere. You never know what's gonna happen. And the baby park aesthetic is amazing. I love Baby Park. It deserves to be the best circle track out of the 3 circle tracks. Everything about it is just chaos incarnate. It's a little short, yeah, but it's amazing. I love chaos incarnate. Number 31. What's better than chaos incarnate? An actual good city track. Singapore Speedway is just everything I want in a Mario Kart City track. It goes over an arena. It goes here. It goes there. It's just beautiful to look at. And it just has sections. They're just, so good and beautiful to look at. It would be better. There are better city tracks. But this one, so far, is the best one so far. And deserves to be this high on the listing. Number 30. Sydney Sprint. What's better than Singapore? Sydney. You go left, you go right, you're going the back way first. Yeah, there's no anti-gravity section, but Sydney's such a beautiful city in this track. It just has a lot of good jumps, too. It's just really good. I mostly like it because it's a daytime track, and daytime tracks just look better, in my opinion. And you also go in the Sydney Opera House. Just everything's good. Number 29. Wario's Gold Mine. Man, taking Wario's Gold Mine Wii and just putting it with anti-gravity sections.
They're doing a lot better.
Wario's Gold Mine is one of the greatest tracks on the Wii. And it just adds so much personality to this one. And they keep the bats in the cave. It's just so good. I love the anti-gravity section they added. I love that they kept the secret cave. I love everything about this track. It is perfection, except for a couple of stuff. So, what's better than this one? Number 28. Cheeseland! I love that it looks like cheese. I love the cheese here. I love the cheese there. I love cheese. Cheese, cheese, cheese. Literally, it being made of cheese makes it higher than Wario's Gold Mine. I love the cheese. Give me more cheese! If this chain chomp was more important to the track layout, but it don't matter. It has cheese and jumps and flies. The only thing it's missing is an anti-gravity section. But it's just so good. It doesn't even need anything but cheese. Cheese, 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 land. Cheese land. Number 27. What's better than cheese? DK Mountain. DK Mountain is such an improvement to the GameCube version. It has a flying section. It has a jumping section. It just, the volcano looks amazing. I love everything about DK Mountain. There are a lot of tracks better than this one, but there isn't a lot that I would say is DK Mountain. It just looks good. It has a good flipping design, and you're not falling off the edge all the time like I did when I was younger on DK Mountain. Number 26. Peach Gardens. Man, I love the changing looks of this track. It looks so much better than DS and the Wii version. And it has a third lap mix-up. Also, it has trimmed bushes that look amazing. Or you go back into the track backwards. It has piranha plants, chain chomps. It's just a really pretty garden. There's literally nothing I would change about this track. Except for adding a anti-gravity section, but because this is Mario Kart 8. But except for that, this track is amazing. Number 25. Maple Treeway. Man, I'm glad they added this track back. And it had so much personality on the Wii, and was really hard. And it still keeps its hard parts here. It just takes away the bouncy, tricking part with a fly section, making it even better. It has 2 fly sections. And just see the beauty of an autumn tree. This literally is one of the best autumn design tracks. It's just so beautiful and so many wigglers and stuff. It's just a really good track. What else can I say? It's Maple Treeway, number 24. Vancouver Velocity. Vancouver Velocity could be the best track if it wasn't for City Track, if it wasn't for a couple left. It's so beautiful. It's like you got a fly section, an anti-gravity section, and you go into this ice rink and you go into so many places. It's beautiful, man. It's a really beautiful track, making it to go up this high on your ranking. Number 23. DK Summit! You want to know about a good ice world? Well, make it less slippery and make it about surfboard riding. It has a good fly section that launches it up, and then every other section is jumping. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, it's such a beautiful track, too. It makes it feel like you're skiing down a mountain every single time. It isn't the best at doing that. There is a couple, or maybe 1 or 2, that are better than this one, but jeez, I love DK Summit. I love feeling like I'm skateboarding down a mountain. I love this track. Love it. Number 22. Big Blue. This track is big, and it's blue too. There's like nothing I would say bad about the track. I just love the water flow. I love the sky flying. I love a lot of things about this track. There's just a hint of speed on this track too. It's so good. that there are no coins on this track, and the healing iron is just a better Mute City overall. Everything about it is just good. That's why it's this high on the list. Number 21. Ribbon Road. Ribbon Road's aesthetically pleasing. You're literally in a child's bedroom. You don't get to play on any of the toys, but you don't need to. It takes the idea from Ice Ice Outpost to the best level it can be. It's so pleasing. It was good on the GBA, and it's great here. Everything about it is good. I like the ribbons. I like the design in the backgrounds. I like driving on this track. I like doing the weird trick systems that you have on blocks. I love this track. Only thing better would be if you actually got to drive on that on the toys. But number 20, Wild Woods. What a really good track from the DLC of Mario Kart 8 Basic. It is surprisingly good. It brings anti-gravity sections. It has water flowing sections. It has everything I would want in a Mario Kart 8 track. It's just a really good track with a lot of non-DK Pacific. It's just wild and it's woody. There's nothing I dislike about this track. It's just that there's better tracks than this one. And I don't like the woody aesthetic that much. Number 19. Yoshi's Island. Man, this is a great track from the DLC. Too bad it was small. It's just not the perfect level. It's just... it just feels like Yoshi's Island. Everything about it is Yoshiified. The coins, its aesthetic, the level design, the end of the level when you beat it, it plays the Yoshi's Island theme. This is such a good track. It just has one problem. It's too short. I'm just glad that Yoshi's Island got an excellent example of a track. Number 18. Piranha Plant Cove. Wow, what a good track from the get-go. It has great underwater sections, multiple areas that you can explore. It has an underwater section, and I think a flying section? I don't remember. But it's like so aesthetically pleasing that I'm glad that it's not another city track. It doesn't take you to the city. It takes you through an underwater pantheon of colors. And really good, ideal skips that I didn't get to use. It just... only thing would be better than that is number 17. Neo Bowser City. Man, this is a really good comeback track from the 3DS. It's a futuristic city, making it different than every other city track. It has some added anti-gravity sections, and it's just the only track where it rains on you. It's just pretty to look at, pretty to talk about. It deserves to be this high on the list. I love Neo Bowser City. Just don't let me fall off again. Number 16. Tick-tock clock. Talk about another banger with a little bit of flying section from the DS. Jeez. I think the DS had really great tracks, and they picked a great one to represent it. Like, I can't believe how good the remake of Tick-Tock Clock is. It has boost, it has flying. The only thing it doesn't have is an anti-gravity section. But this flying section makes it up for it. And it's just pleasant to be on. I love that they took Mario 64 track and
We're doing great.
A level from Mario 64 and made it a track. They should do this more often. Number 15. Music Park! Remember when I was talking about Electrical Dome? Well, this is the perfect version of Electrical Dome, and this one came out first. You're writing down musical notes, you're going past musical piranhas, you're going through so much musical drums, musical pianos, musical things. It's so musical. It definitely deserves the thing of Musical Park. It has so much things going for it. It has a flying section and a music section that is so pretty to listen to. This is literally one of the best musical tracks, with there only being 2 musical tracks, but still, it's so ear-pleasingly good. Number 14. Calamari Desert. Man, the things I love about Calamari Desert, there's a flying section, you go through a train, the desert aesthetic is very pleasing, everything about it is really good. I love what they do with Calamari Desert. Every lap feels different, and I just love the flying and the boosting, and I just love this track. There's nothing I would change about it, except for adding an anti-gravity section. Come on, this is Mario Kart 8. I'm gonna complain when there's no anti-gravity section. Number 13. Hyrule Circuit. Talk about a Zelda track. This is literally a Legend of Zelda track. It has a cool replacing coins with rubies. It has an anti-gravity section, I think. I don't remember if it does, it doesn't. But it's just so... yeah, it does. It has the giant jump over the Master Sword that I didn't get to go through this round, but everything about it is good. They replace piranha plants with the Deku plants from Zelda. It's just, you are on Link's domain, Zelda's domain, and it's amazing. Number 12. the best city track, Athens Dash. And you're not even through a city, you're just through the old city of Athens Dash. There's just so much old-timey architecture through this, and it's just so fun. It's just amazing how they made the finals, one of the final city tracks on this list, just have so much going for it. It's better than Singapore, it's better than every other track, because it feels like what Tour was all about, trying to do, at least. Please don't get me wrong if there's any city track after this one, but it's amazing. Number 11. Wario Stadium. Man, I love Wario Stadium from the DS. It just has so much aesthetically pleasing things about it. They added an anti-gravity section, they added jumps, they added so much things that I want from a track. I don't care that it doesn't have any... Oh, it does have water section. This track is amazing. It has everything I want from a Mario Kart track and even more. It's aesthetically perfect and everything that I want from a Mario Kart 8 track. What else can I say but keep on boosting on? It's even better than its iteration in DS. It's so good, everyone. I promise you it deserves its spot. Now, my top 10. Dun 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 dun! Number 10. Mushroom Gorge. What can I say? Except for it's Mushroom freaking Gorge. There's nothing better than Mushroom Gorge. It even adds a flying section. The only thing that would make it even better is if they added an anti-gravity section. It's even more physically pleasing to look at than Wario Stadium, making it higher on the list. It deserves to be in my top 10. Nothing about Mushroom Gorge really changed from the Wii, but adding the flying section and adding the difficult areas, just, so good. They even kept the secret exit. I love this track. Number 9. Wii Rainbow Road. The final track of the Mario Kart 8 DLC. And it's so aesthetically pleasing. It's as hard as I remember from Mario Kart Wii, but it has everything I want from that game. And it's an anti-gravity track, making it so much fun and exciting. I think there's only one more Rainbow Road on this list. And so this makes this one the second best Rainbow Road. There's nothing else I could say to make it better. Number 8. Coconut Mall. There is one thing better than Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road, and it's Coconut Mall. Man, this track is amazing. Everything about it. You're literally driving through a mall. You're hopping over obstacles. You're going through places through the mall that you'd never even expect. You go up and down. The only thing that would make it better is if it had an anti-gravity section, but it has everything from the Wii's version. And they even updated it to have the moving cars. I love this one. I love the jumps. I love the speed. I love the aesthetically pleasing track. Number 7. Yoshi's Valley is one of the best N64 tracks, hands down. It literally has so many pathways that you can change it up on a dime. You're not restricted to 3 different pathways that you don't get to choose. You choose your pathway, and I think each one brings something to the table. The only thing I would do is add some anti-gravity. Come on, it's Mario Kart 8. The whole selling point was the anti-gravity. But except for that, this track is amazing. And I love the giant Yoshi egg near the end of the track. I love the calming part near the end too. I love this track. Number 6. Squeaky Clean Sprint. Oh my goodness. All the tracks they added to Mario Kart 8. This is the one. I'm literally going through every part of a bathroom. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. You're a small person, and you're not just going through a children's playroom on a set rainbow thing. You're going through every part of the bathroom. The toilet, the upper part, the lower part. Literally, everything about this track is amazing. I wouldn't change a thing. Well, maybe add an anti-gravity section, but except for that, I wouldn't change a thing. Number 5. Bowser's Castle 3. What a blow-up. It has an anti-gravity section. It has a whole bunch of cool jumps. It's way better than the Super Nintendo version. And it's aesthetically pleasing to look at. You're right near Bowser's Castle. You see a whole bunch of thwomps everywhere. You see a flowing golden flow of lava right in the beginning of the track. It is literally one of the best tracks near a volcano in Mario Kart 8. There's only one Bowser's Castle aside from this one that might even be better, but this was a glow up. Number 4. What can I say, but it's Waluigi Pinball. It's one of the best tracks. It has everything in pinball. It was the best track in DS. But not in Mario Kart 8. I'm sorry. It has everything you would want. You going through gators and girders and grates. The only thing I would do is add an anti-gravity section. I'm really pumped up about that. But just so much pinball love. And it's Waluigi's based. It's just great. Number 3. Mount Wario. Mount Wario is like the peak of ice level design. It is the peak of base Mario Kart. You're going down a hill, going 5,000 1,000 miles per hour. You have everything you would want in a track. Anti-gravity section, a flying section, and it's not slippery. I love this track with a passion. It just feels like a Mario Kart track going downhill. But it's the best one. It has 3 awesome sections, and I wouldn't place it any other place. It is literally one of the best bass tracks. Number 2, Bowser's Castle. Imagine a mix-up of everything I love about the previous iterations of Bowser's Castle. The attacking Bowser, the lava aesthetic, the rocks, the fire, the flames, the swamps, the lasers. It just feels like the best base Mario Kart track. Because it's everything that every Bowser's Castle wants to be. I love the punching Bowser references to every Bowser's Castle except for the one that they brought back, Bowser's Castle 3. Like, it has this red rope thing. It just, beautiful. It has a flying section, lava section, everything. But it ain't. It is 3S Rainbow Road. Talk about space-tacular. It is the only Mario Kart section set in space. It has all the flying sections I would want. And it even added in anti-gravity section. It's just good. The music is good. The aesthetic is good. Everything. This is the perfect Mario Kart track in my eyes. And it has the 3-lap structure that I liked from Wario. There is literally nothing I hate about this track. It is perfect in my eyes. Like and subscribe. That was a long video. I hope you like,